Hey everyone. So, finished up a couple games last week, and let's start something new. This is Dust, an Elysian tale. It's a few years old. It came out on the 360 during Summer of Arcade a long time ago now. 2008-ish, I believe? 2007? Something like that. It's really good. I played it way back then. I actually bought it on release just because I was looking for a Metroidvania game, and it came out like the day before. And so I played through it, but that was almost a decade ago, so let's give it a shot, huh? Oh, yeah. I was doing a hardcore run. I have beaten it on hardcore before, and I guess I don't even know when this is from. I don't know. Well, let's play. I just accidentally started in the autosave slot. Let's go with tough, because hardcore is... I've beaten it on hardcore before on the 360, and it was hell. So let's just go with tough.
Our world has fallen to fade. Its great works long since complete. Its storied civilizations long since fallen to dust. The greatest legends of Elysium long since forgotten. What was once a land of promise has fallen to the ravages of war. And it was in this, our most desperate hour, that the greatest of Elysian tales began. The lone warrior stood against an army, slashing his way through all who opposed him. The mob stood no chance, and the soldier showed no mercy.
Alright.
But despite his victories, his skills, his ruthlessness, the valiant soldier would perish on this day. Not to the mob, but to a single child.
Okay, but press X to wage war is so much better than press F to pay respects.
Dust. Dust. Arise.
So our name is Dust, apparently, and that is a talking sword.
What? A talking sword? What are you?
Yeah, a talking
Only
sword.
that which you have summoned.
Summoned? How? For what purpose?
That I do not know. But we shall learn in time. Now rise and claim the blade of Ara.
So I was a bit off on the release day. It was actually 2012, but still a while ago.
Stop! Stop right there!
And who is she?
Oh,
Me?
God.
I'm Fidget, guardian of this sword.
Oh, Fidget, I remember you now. You're the Navi of this game.
So, what is this sword?
I am the blade of Ara, and you, Dust, are my fated sword bearer.
Yes, well, that's all great and everything, but I think it's about time I got this sword back to the clan.
I can't let you just leave with this sword, Fidget. Right now, it's the only thing that knows who I am. I don't even know how I got here.
Well, then you leave me no choice. I challenge you! The winner gets the sword!
Okay. I don't think you could fight me.
I don't have time for these games, Fidget.
Indeed, time is of the essence. Fidget, you will join us.
I will? Oh, well, okay then.
Come, Dust. We travel east.
Alright, so this is a gorgeous fucking Metroidvania game. Which was made by one person. I know you said we're supposed to go east, but if we go west, I think there's something back here. Yep, key. Alright, so I do believe it was made by one person. I'll have to look up the name. I'm actually on the wiki page, I'm just not. Let's see. Yeah, developed by one person, Dean Dodrill. Or Doodrill, something like that. with a little bit of help with composing music and stuff, but like animated completely by one person, all the designs, written, everything. Really, really amazing. Yeah, I know how to look down and look up. It's not showing me down. I'll go back and go grab that in just a second. There's a wall chicken, because, you know, mysterious wall chickens have to be in all these kinds of games. Okay, video game, I get it. Look down. I'm trying to find where the drop down is. It's not. It says there is one. Huh. Oh well. I'll find the drop down later. Let's just continue on then. Oh wait, no, the drop down's right here.
What is it, Fidget?
Well, my kind has what you'd call a sixth sense. And there's something just ahead.
Oh, okay. So I have to access the map before I can... Can I just not drop? Oh. Dashing. Cool. There we go. Now it'll let me. Because I had to get the dash before it would let me do that. Okay. But apparently the developers was actually making a movie for this?
Oh, right! We found a chest!
Correction. We found a locked chest.
Well, what are you waiting for? Smash it open.
That would be unwise, Dust. These chests are protected by arcane locks from the last era, and are well beyond my capabilities.
I suppose we'll need a key then.
Luckily I found a key in the beginning. This is one of the nicer lockpick minigames. Alright, we got some healing items, stuff like that. Let us continue on. It's strange that they're all anthros, but there are still just regular wild animals. That's a weird, that's a weird thing. You don't see that often. The deer was like, oh, well, fuck it. Oh! Okay, that's why the deer were out there. Yes,
Calm yourself,
Fidget.
Fidget. Dust. Focus. Remember what you've learned thus far.
I just...
No! Mash the buttons! Do something!
Oh my god, Fidget, calm down.
Nobody said anything about monsters.
Strange. Where did I learn these skills?
You wield the blade of Ara, and with it, all the skills imbued therein.
Hello? Monsters?
Is that why I summoned you? To control this power?
It is unlikely, Dust, that I would awaken from my slumber for such selfish reasons. There is a village beyond these woods. Perhaps finding it will aid in restoring your memories.
And then we'll be in the clear, right? No more monsters?
Fidget, I think things are about to get a whole lot worse.
And to think, this morning started off so well. At least take these feeble fruits. Something tells me you're going to need them.
Okay, so as much as Fidget is that annoying character, you know, the voice acting is pretty fucking spot on. Okay, so save. Yeah, we'll save. I'm gonna have to rotate saves on this game. We're actually coming up on the first boss. I think... Yeah, I'll be getting my next skill, which is the heavy attacks, which allow me to do my favorite combo, which is just the air combos in this game, because they're kind of ridiculous, and as long as you don't overheat on them, you can wreck stuff with them. Like, that's the The air combos are kind of the way that you beat the game with in the hardcore mode, because damn near everything is a one-hit kill in that. And healing can only really be done via items. I don't think save points heal you in that one. It's been a long time since I played it. 4 years since it came out, so. Which is a lot less time than I thought. I swear I had it. I guess I didn't buy it when I was living in Utah. It was when I was in Texas. I just have to think of eras of where I've lived to figure out when I played things. No escape. Hey, new ability, which is...
Hold here, Dust. You have unlocked a new ability.
Oh yeah, Dust Storm.
Bear witness to the Dust Storm.
I like it.
Hold the secondary attack to perform the Dust Storm.
But beware, skilled as you may be, you cannot maintain the storm for long without hurting yourself.
See, now that's
In
an
that
interesting way of
case,
doing a
maybe
stamina
I can
meter.
help. If you press the super ballistic fidget action button of power, I'll perform an attack so spectacularly awesome that it'll produce emotions you didn't even know existed. Please contain yourselves as I demonstrate.
I love Fidget sometimes.
That was, very pretty.
Well, maybe I'll just keep the rest of my repertoire to myself.
I'm sorry, Fidget. I'm sure it'll come in handy somehow.
Actually, Dust, between the three of us, this could be quite useful. The Dust Storm can manipulate Fidget's projectile into a more powerful attack. Observe.
Wow! Oh, by the way, every time I use my power, it'll use up a bit of energy meter. You can recharge the meter with melee combos.
Yes, Dust. Between your combos and Fidget's own powers, you can achieve a higher hit chain, which will yield bonus experience after each battle. However, if you are struck by an enemy, the chain will be broken, and you will lose your bonus experience.
Alright, I think I understand.
If this is all too much for you, you can check out the help screen via the pause menu.
Thanks, Fidget. I'll take a look if I'm ever in trouble.
Alright, so yeah, if you just... You can really just wreck stuff. And you can see I'm starting to glow red there. That's the, that's essentially the stamina meter in this game, where if you do it for too long, you just overheat and hurt yourself, which is a cool way of doing things, really. So now I'm starting to actually get combos in this, which is nice. So we got another blueprint. We'll go rotate saves there. So yeah, there are combos in this. There's actually, I believe, a... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to remember how to play this. Soon enough, though. Oh, okay. I'm hurting already. Wow. So playing this on tough is going to be interesting. I actually have only played like a couple, maybe an hour and a half of this on PC.
Is
So
that
it's
what I
weird.
did? It feels good. Great, even.
As it should, Dust. You've acquired a skill gem. Open the character screen through the inventory to upgrade your abilities and become even more powerful.
So my first thing I'm going to do is just go health. Because that's 100 more health than I had already, so more than double. There we go. Got the key. Combos like that happen sometimes. The hit chains, there's achievements for like 1,000 hit chains, 2,000 hits, stuff like that. Like, the hit chains and the amount of enemies on screen actually become pretty ridiculous later on in the game. But also, can we just take a moment? This game is fucking beautiful. I know there's a little bit of artifacting, and I could definitely use some higher res stuff on the character portraits when they're talking and stuff, but I believe that's because it's upscaled 720 because of the you couldn't do 1080. But the backgrounds and stuff were still just absolutely beautiful. And even the character model here is really good, and the animation's nice and just nice and fluid and stuff. They definitely upped it for.
Wow, it's really beautiful up here.
Yeah. So, any idea where we are?
I was maybe hoping you could tell me.
Oh, silly me. I seem to have dropped all my detailed maps and navigational equipment chasing after a crazy flying sword.
I'm sorry I got you mixed up in this, Fidget.
Well, you should be. Taking my sword, getting me in trouble.
You know, now that I think about it, this isn't the first time I've seen this view. I've stood here before, in this very spot.
Then perhaps you recognize the village at the base of these cliffs?
It's hard to make out from here. We'll need to drop down to the valley floor if we want to get any closer.
Very well. Proceed as you wish, Dust.
So I believe if we kill this guy. So later on there's, I'm trying to think of where it is, but there's a skill you get that allows you to do air combos. And that is like the thing I want. Just rotate those saves. Oh, there's also a crafting system in this, so that's the thing we'll be dealing with later. I wonder if the other secrets are still in here. The hidden characters and stuff. Because this came out around the same time as the other big indies that all came out in that era, like Super Meat Boy and stuff. And you can find Commander Video, Super Meat Boy, the Fez character, and a bunch of others. There's another level. Actually, let's just put that right in there, because I'm not gonna not do that. Health and then damage, because even if it takes a while to kill an enemy, it's still better than dying really quickly. Alright, I'm starting to remember how to play. I'm not trying to escape Fidget, I'm trying to kill them, don't worry. Okay, so there's a chest on this one as well, but I'm not sure where. Oh, there we go. Aerial Dust Storm. That's what I'm looking for. We got the combo takedowns and stuff again. The fact that you can hit them with their own allies is pretty fucking great. Storm gets worse, and enemies get more plentiful as we get closer to the village, which is not a good sign. But we can do that now, which will allow us to traverse to some other places later on. Well, didn't mean to leave that enemy behind, but whatever. Oh yeah, bomb door. Oh yeah.
Is that a tent? Is there somebody in there?
Ah, whatever it is, it's got glowing evil eyes of evil.
A merchant lies in wait. Do not let his appearance frighten you. I sense he only wishes to assist in our journey.
Psh, I wasn't frightened. Just surprised at the, savings. Come on, let's talk to him.
You know, I used to really hate Fidget, but honestly, I kinda like her. The writing isn't bad for her.
I've been expecting you, stranger.
Who are you?
Merely a friend with many wares for sale. Shall we conduct business?
What are you buying? What are you selling? Okay, so let's go sell mode. This is +2 attack, +2 luck. I want to keep that for now. Do we have anything else? Revival Stone. Kinda need that. Need those keys. A bunch of materials that we want to keep. So, the smaller health items and stuff like that, we're gonna sell. Because why the fuck not? Well, actually, that might... I believe that comes in handy for a quest later.
Before you leave, might I propose an offer?
That would depend on the offer.
If I may be so bold, you are not prepared for the journey ahead. I, however, can offer assistance. Please, accept this blueprint as a gift. Should you find a blacksmith and the necessary materials, they may be able to craft the item for you. I can offer you materials as well, though I'm not entirely sure what materials this land deems of value. I am not from around here, as I'm sure you've guessed by now. Once you've sold me a new material type, I will be able to restock my store with it. As for your reward, I will pay you a bonus for the first new material you sell me.
Ah, you'll buy them at a high price.
Thank you.
Well, yes. Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Watch your back, my friend.
Yeah. So that wall can be opened up via a bomb that... I believe there's a bomb flower down here. Yep,